How's it going, everyone? My name is DrapPep, and welcome back to another installment of Draft Chat. Now, lately I've been playing a lot of Second Life, and it's not really a game I normally would have played normally. This is a game that, my girlfriend and I were playing a lot of, and it was actually her favorite game. It was a game that she was mostly playing. And of course, I've heard of Second Life through like the Big Bang Theory, right? I've heard them reference it a few times, but I never really came in contact with the game. I kind of had an idea of what it could be, but I never really took time into playing it. I had my own games I was going to play, I had my own games I was going to record. I had Resident Evil, which is one of my favorite video game franchises, along with Silent Hill, along with, The Evil Within, and I have Pokemon that I really love playing. So I already had my own games. But you see, Kiki, my girlfriend, that's not her actual name, that's just her username online, but my girlfriend loves Second Life. She loves Second Life. And we don't really live near each other. This is very much a long distance relationship. She lives all the way on the other side of the US, and I live on the exact opposite side of the US from her. So I wanted to come up with like ways that we could feel close to each other. And she doesn't really play a lot of video games. She mostly sticks to Second Life. So my choice to play Second Life was just so we had an activity that we could do together, a common activity. Now, of course, she never told me to, right? God, the more I'm talking about it, the more I sound like a simp. I played it because it's her favorite game. But no, like I really did. It was her favorite game, and I wanted to share an interest with her, so I started playing the game, and I didn't really realize I would actually end up liking the game, to be honest. I sort of kind of expected to be a little cringe, and it is, but the actual fun of the game kind of outweighs the cringe in a lot of ways. Sure, I don't really talk to anybody in the game. I really don't. I think that's what saves me the headaches, is that I don't really talk to a lot of people in the game. But I still have a lot of fun just with, my group of friends, because I've also got my friends involved with playing Second Life. Now, for a while, I was calling the game Half-Life because, well, I've been playing a lot of Half-Life, and so every so often I'll just be like, "Hey, you guys want to play Half-Life?" And they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Oh wait, no, I'm at Second Life. No, I'm sorry. Too late. We're already booting up Half-Life 2. It's too late. It's already happening." Which, by the way, I still need to finish Half-Life 2. I have not. Half-Life 2 was also a game that I have not played before. So to play as Half-Life has been a lot of fun. But like Second Life has also been fantastic. Which, by the way, my girlfriend kept calling me a noob because she saw that my avatar was, one of the starting avatars, the sample ones that comes free when you make your account. And she was like, "That's embarrassing. I'm going to make you something better." I was like, "What do you mean you're going to make me something better?" She goes, don't worry. I got it covered." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So she spent her actual money to make my avatar. And like, it looks amazing. Like, I am so happy. She wanted my input, what I was looking for. And I told her that I have an extreme hyperfixation on kitsune. And she goes, "Oh, I can make you one." "What do you mean you can make me one?" Yeah, I can make you a kitsune avatar." You should have just led with that. You should have just led. You could play as a kitsune in this game, and I would have been on here a lot sooner. So I'm on there a lot now. On one hand, it feels like it'd be kind of like a waste of money if I don't use my avatar, and on the other hand, I'm playing as a kitsune. Of course I'm going to play. Of course I'm going to play as this. There's a lot to do in Second Life that I didn't know was in there. And as we've been exploring, because Kiki, she loves exploring. Now, I love exploring in video games. That's like one of my favorite things to do in a video game. The moment I find out that it's an open world, oh yeah, I'm going to enjoy playing that. There was a couple of lingos I had to learn, part of Second Life, because they really have their own like lingo. And if you ever call any of their maps a map, they'll be like, "Oh, I think you meant to say sim." No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I meant world map. But like, I've ran into the same problems in other games. Like, they have their own unique way of calling their maps, and they like to use their lingo. And so like usually I just kind of go along with the program. So in Second Life, they have these sims, which are the maps, what they call them. In the sims, you have well, you do anything really. You have places where it's like a club and your characters get to dance. You have other places where it's like a bowling alley and you get to bowl, which I have not figured out how to do. I don't know how to bowl in Second Life. I don't know. I did play a couple of chess games with Kiki, and that was actually kind of cool. Chess and no, it was checkers. But you can play chess, but it was checkers is what we played. And that was kind of cool. And what I love though is that Second Life is kind of easy to record, especially for my kind of content. Because I mean, I'm not playing any of the audio from the game, and of course I always ask people, hey, just so you know, I'm going to be recording for my drop chats. Is that cool? Is that okay? And I usually give them the link so that they can see what I'm talking about, because a lot of times people are kind of very personal on Second Life, very personal on Second Life. They bro, they do not care what they say on there. They will say anything. There's a lot of drama on Second Life, which I mean, I'm not complaining. I find a lot of that drama entertaining. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like VR chat, which I have not played a lot of VR chat. I've mostly like seen people on YouTube talk about it in like video clips from like other channels. And there's a lot of drama on VR chat. One of my fears is that I go on VR chat and like I record on there and somebody like reports me and like, I did not give you consent to use my image. Because in VR chat there's custom avatars that are their avatars, and that they don't like people duplicating it or distributing it without their permission. So one of my concerns about VR chat is people getting upset that I'm recording in VR chat. But it almost feels like in Second Life, when I tell people, oh yeah, just so you know, I'm recording, the first thing they ask is, oh, are you using my audio right now? And the moment I go, no, it's going to be muted, I'm going to add something else on top of it so no one's going to hear any of this. It's like they instantly go, oh, okay. Also, just so you know, if you go right here, I'll show you. Come with me. And then they'll just take me on this adventure of like, here, there's all this stuff down here you could record. Oh, you know what? On second thoughts, let me take you to a personal map that I have private. Don't worry about it. You can just come here. Just record what you can. I also have like a lot of my friends. So like in a lot of my videos, a lot of the people that you see with me, those are my friends. Those are people that I actually know. And eventually, we've talked about adding some of our other friends in on this, because there's communities that they're a part of in Second Life that can easily join us. And whenever I tell them that, like, you guys do realize you're not going to see, or I should say, you're not going to hear the audio. It's like they don't really mind that part. They just really want to like relive some of the experiences that had happened. Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff that happens in Second Life and a lot of really funny things that happen. And just to kind of like have this footage, it's almost like it's become immortalized, all these funny moments. And that's kind of nice, actually. It's kind of really great to have this footage, because I don't know when I'm going to see these people again or experience these moments again. So to have all of this on recording is kind of nice. It's like it's been documented. All these moments have now been immortalized and documented. And whenever people want to be like, oh, what was that one thing that we did? And they'll just look up the video and they'll have it right there. And honestly, I wouldn't be able to have all of this fun, all of these experiences, all of this fantastic content for footage if it wasn't for Kiki pretty much introducing me to the game. Because like I said, I had no interest in joining this game. I had no concept of the game, really. I've heard it in passing, but no real connection to it. So when, my girlfriend told me that she played Second Life and I wanted to find something that we could both do, this game is kind of amazing. And I'm really glad I got to be a part of this. And I'm really honored, very happy, very excited that, I have someone who wanted to make me something on there, an avatar that I would love, a kintsugi of all things. Like, I am so grateful for that. Yeah, I'm really excited to play more Second Life, to be honest. And now that we're coming to the end of the video, that's all I can think about right now is playing Second Life. But that's gonna be it for this episode. I would like to thank everyone for tuning in.